What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and we're going to find out if the Burton Rewind is a wise buy for you. So the Rewind is one of my favorite boards in the Burton lineup, and if you've ridden the Name Dropper in the past, it's pretty much that exact same board. They had the Name Dropper for men and the Rewind for women, but they'd realized that the boards were so close that they just kind of combined them, made unisex sizing, and just called it the Rewind. But other than that, you're looking at the exact same board. It's a twin tip, but it's an asymmetrical twin, so if you're right foot forward, that's the nose. If you're left foot forward, that's the nose, and it has their off-axis fillet of flex, where the core of the board itself is actually made much thinner, but they've used a sturdier triax glass inside. So the cool thing is they were able to keep the flex on this thing nice and soft, but it has a lot of kickback and it has a lot of power. And when you get it on edge, it actually wants to dig in pretty well too. And in the process, the one thing that they couldn't thin up was the channel. So that's why you have these foam pads. So these do two things. They obviously raise up a little bit so your binding can sit flush on the board and it's not teetering on the channel system, but also it smooths out your carves from edge to edge. It is a little bit higher than the channel itself, so when you tighten your bindings down, it kind of mushes into that foam a little bit, and then again, as you're carving from edge to edge, your bindings can push in the foam a little bit, giving it a super smooth feel in and out of your carves. And then the other cool thing about this is that it does have a sintered base, so it's a very durable and very fast base. But is the Rewind a wise buy for you? Well, this is for those high-end park riders who are looking for one board that they can ride just about anywhere on the mountain, but maybe not in the powder. You're pretty much spending the majority of your time, like over 50% of your time, riding in the park. And if you are riding outside of the park, you're probably looking for side hits and little jumps and things. You're not looking to go super fast and carve crazy hard. The profile on this thing is their Pure Pop, which is camber to flat, so you get all that power in between your feet for loading up off of jumps and stuff. But that flat spot up on the nose does two things. When you step down on it, it causes the tips to lift up, so it gives you a nice easy catch free feel. But also when you're on boxes, rails, or even if you're buttering around on the snow, you get a little bit more of a flat spot that adds a lot of stability. But this thing really is a great unisex park lapping board, especially for the Midwest. And if you are riding some of the bigger resorts, you probably have another board for when you're not riding the park. But if you got any questions beyond anything that we talked about in this video, leave some comments down below. But also make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel, and make sure to head on into any of the Sun and Ski locations to check out the new Burton Rewind. And if you don't have one nearby, no worries, just hit them up at sunandski.com.